Penn State University. Out of every school I could have gone to for the next 4 years, I chose Penn State. So you may ask, how did I end up here? How did I find my new home? How did I end up having the best summer of my life? How did I make this life-changing decision? Let me take you back to the beginning. During the fall of my senior year, my parents and I picked a weekend to visit Penn State and drove the 7 hours. I kept thinking, what if I never find a college that is right for me? Tour after tour, colleges all seemed to blend together. Nothing felt like a good fit for me, until November 10th, 2017, when everything changed. I had butterflies consuming my stomach, and my hands were clammy the entire car ride, until I looked to my left, saw Beaver Stadium, and couldn't help but smile wide. We pulled into the admission building parking lot. I got out of the car and took my first steps on campus. Buttoning up my coat, I began to shiver. We signed in for the tour and we were off. "We are Penn State," the tour guide yelled, teaching us the signature chant. Walking around this campus, I got a gut feeling that I had never felt before. Something was calling me to this school. Step by step, I continued walking closer to my future. I kept thinking, everything is so beautiful, everyone looks so happy, and I could see myself going here. If I get in, this is where I'm going, I whispered to my parents at the end of the tour. We ended the tour at the Creamery and talked about how much I loved it. My parents were now in love with the school after the tour as well. This made me even more excited for the football game the next day. Game day. The atmosphere of game day was like no other. I've never seen anything like it, and it made me realize I want to belong to something this big. I want to join the family of Penn State, the alumni, the current students, and just the fans. I didn't want to leave Penn State on the drive back. Once I got home, I sat at my desk and began to apply to Penn State. Stressed out of my mind applying to college, I opened the application and began typing away. Being a high school senior is the worst. I hope I get in. What if I don't? When will I hear back? Did I write enough for my essay? Are my SATs good enough? Everything is going through your mind at once when you're a high school senior. I would hover over the submit button and then back away. I would do this over and over and over again. I just couldn't get myself to press that button. But once I did, I felt a wave of relief. The days after that seemed to move by so slowly. I checked every day to see if my decision was available. January 24th, 2018, 8:07 a.m., physics class. I decided to check the Penn State portal to see if the decision was available. "We are Penn State, and so are you," popped up. I was accepted. I texted my family right away, and they were ecstatic. Walking to my house right after school, my dad engulfed me in a hug. I quickly ran upstairs and put on my Penn State sweatshirt and hat. I couldn't stop smiling that whole day. It was like all my hard work had finally paid off. March 25th, 2018, Admitted Student Day. So many things were running around my head. Is it too far away from home? Will I make friends? But after returning to Penn State, I knew this is where I belonged. That night, I accepted my offer of admission in a Mexican restaurant with my parents. It was such a relief that I had a place to go for the next 4 years. I had found my new home. In the end, the stress, the applications, the waiting, the rejections, and the acceptances were all worth it. The rejections I received from other schools made my decision much easier to choose Penn State. Rejections are really just one step closer to the school of your dreams. If you're a high school senior, just know that you will end up where you belong. Now, flash forward to summer 2018, the best summer of my life. I met some of my best friends, taken 2 classes, and absolutely had a wicked good time. I was sad to come here and leave my hometown at first, but now I'm sad to leave Penn State and go home. Penn State is my home. We are.